100th year anniversary of The Wizard of Oz, the book by Frank L. Baum. And this play is an adaptation of the book. Has nothing to do with the movie, which everyone is familiar with. So there's no ruby slippers in this play. They're silver, like from the original book. And we've taken very much of the colors out of the book and used. There's a lot of the yellow, the blue, and the greens. Those are all colors that are real significant in the book itself. That's where some of the characters come from, such as the Winkies. There's characters that aren't in the movie. So that's been the concept that we adapted this play to, and it's done in sign language also, which has been a challenge. Rather than a regular play, which we don't have to worry about that, the blocking, everyone has to be facing forward all the time. We have to be worried about seeing their faces and seeing their hands. Even in the costumes, we have to keep the costumes dark in the front. You can't put white out at all, or you want to see their hands. So that's some of the things that are a lot different in this play than what a normal play would be. Personally, I would have had more choreography, more dancing, but when we started doing the play, we realized we didn't need that because we have all the sign language going on at the time. And the cast had enough to think about also, that they have to worry about, rather than just the words they have to say, they have to do another language. They have to learn the sign language and do that at the same time. So that's another aspect we had to worry about. When you see the show, there's very few props in it, and there's a reason for that. Their hands have to be free all the time, so that's another thing that we had to worry about.
Okay, let me have your name, please.
Okay, I'm Gena Andrews, and I teach preschool hearing impaired children for the Eastern North Carolina School for the Deaf, which is located in Wilson, North Carolina. But we are housed here in New Bern at Garber Methodist Church. The way this play came about originally, as far as doing it in total communication, and total communication is a combination of sign language, gestures, body language, facial expressions, anything we can use to get the point across to help hearing impaired and deaf adults and children to understand the story. I teach preschool children, and I was having a very hard time trying to read stories to my children. Holding the book and trying to sign at the same time was just not possible. And plus the children's language was so low that they didn't have the vocabulary to understand the story if I were to get it out. So the idea was to bring it to the stage and to act it out, to bring their language to life. So we added the sign language to the actors acting, and it's done in total communication. And so that means they sign with their hands. They say, "I am going to Oz." And they also say it with their voice. That's different from interpreting. Interpreting is when people sit on the side of a stage and they interpret what the people on stage are saying. So this is something really unique that hasn't been done, I don't know, many places in the world that I know of, but we're just real excited. We've got a good group of children and adults and young people where their ages from 5 to 65 in the cast. So it'll relate to all people, deaf and hearing alike.
Okay, tell me about your public performances you also have.
Okay, we've got 4 public performances. April the 19th and 20th, that's a Friday and Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And tickets are on sale at the Bank of the Arts for $5. They can be purchased also by calling... Oh yeah, the 26th and 27th. Thank you, Lou, that's the producer. The 26th and 27th, which is also Spring Arts Weekend down here in New Bern, and there'll be a lot going on. It'll be a good day just to come down to New Bern in general and catch the show at night at 8 o'clock. The tickets at $5 again at night.
Will this show also be total communication?
It will. All shows are in total communication. And in fact, our lion, we've had to get a new lion in the process. He's learned his part in 5 hours and has had 2 performances, 2 times on stage, and he's done an excellent job. Sign language is not an easy thing to learn, especially if you've never done it before. We are located at the Sachs Bradbury Playhouse on Pollock Street, downtown New Bern. Come on out and join us because we're having a good time.